So they came up with these labels. Drapetomania, disease called freedom. Any African who ran away was diagnosed as mentally disordered. Wanting to be free was a disease. And guess what the cure for drapetomania was? And don't take my word. Research everything you hear me to say tonight, because I need you to know that it's true. Don't believe my ain't no way in hell they used to diagnose runaway slaves. And you know why you doubt me? Because the white man taught you to only trust him. I can't tell you how many black parents came to me for help with their child, and I told them what to do to get them out of special ed. I told them what to do to prevent the label. I told them what to do to get them off the medicine, and instead of listening to me and my 6 degrees, they rather listen to some white folks. And sure enough, 6 months later, they come running back to me talking about I should have listened to you in the first place. Because you don't trust the skin that you get. Parents, stop getting the children tested for special ed. What exactly do you think is going to happen when they go into the special ed class? You think they're going to catch up? Hell no! Special education was designed as academic entrapment. Do you know where special ed came from? It came from the 1954 Brown versus Board of Education decision. When the Supreme Court said you can no longer separate the black kids from the white kids based on color, white people lost their minds. And they said, oh, hell no, we're not integrating the schools. 10 years later, Dr. King, Civil Rights Bill of 64, half the schools were still segregated. The United States government said, we got to do something about this. The Supreme Court 10 years ago said this is illegal. Nobody listened. 10 years later, they said, you know what we're going to do? 1974, the year I was born. They said, we're going to start busing black kids into white suburbs. And the white folks said, oh, no, the hell you're not. And in a place called Boston, Massachusetts, white folks burned buses, tried to beat up your children, bombed them to keep them from going to school with their own children. And the federal government threw up their hands and said, it's 20 years since Brown. Black kids still ain't been integrated. We got to do something about this. Not because they cared, but it didn't look right internationally. So then somebody said, I got an idea. How about we tell the white school districts of America, how about we tell Greenville and Spartanburg, Charleston and Rock Hill, tell them that if you let them black kids in your school, you can separate them again. You can keep doing what you've been doing. But don't say it's because they're black. Say it's because he's reading disabled. Don't say it's because he's black. Say it's because he got ADHD. Don't say it's because he's black. Say it's because he's mildly mentally retarded. And so special ed became the Resegregation Act. Special education replaced segregation. Your child getting special education. Ain't the education special a hell enough in Greenville? They not learning nothing as it is, but you need it to be more special. You one of them ghetto parents. You don't want Raheem to be retained anymore with his lazy ass, so you put him in special ed so your baby can be automatically socially promoted. Failing to realize that even though in special ed we can legally socially promote a kid, it's going to catch up to him at graduation. Because you do know that 25 of the 50 states in this country now require a graduation exit examination. So you've been pushing Raheem through special ed because when you was in special ed, you got to run. When you was in special ed, you got a regular diploma, didn't you? You put on the cap and gown like everybody else, got a diploma, couldn't read or nothing, but you still graduated. But guess what? They changed the rules now. Oh yeah, George Bush, No Child Left Behind, changed the rules. Bush said even the special kids gotta pass the damn test. Wait a minute. How the hell is my son reading on the 3rd grade level, in special ed all day when he ain't learning nothing, photocopies and Sesame Street all damn day. Kool-Aid and chicken! How is my son going to be prepared to pass the South Carolina State graduation exam if he's special ed? George Bush said, I don't know. But he just better. And then guess what happens when Raheem don't pass that test? They still gonna let him walk. But instead of getting a regular diploma, you gonna open up Raheem's and it's gonna say certificate of completion. And then you gonna say, I never heard of that shit. And then you gonna call the State Department of Education and say, my son got a COC. I just wanted to know, like, what is that? And they're gonna tell you that's nothing. There's no legal credential. There's no legal credential known as a certificate of completion. So what is this?